Chapter 1. The book no one noticed. In a small town surrounded by hills and rivers lived a curious girl named Zara. She loved three things: asking questions, collecting shiny pebbles, and reading books. Every Saturday, Zara visited the old town library. It was dusty and creaky, but full of stories that made her heart race. One rainy afternoon, while exploring a dark corner of the library, Zara spotted something unusual. It was a tiny wooden doll hidden behind a bookshelf. On it, written in faded gold letters, "Library of Lost Worlds, only for the truly curious." Zara's eyes sparkled. "That's me," she whispered, and gently pushed the door open. Chapter 2. A new kind of library. Zara stepped into a hallway that shouldn't exist. The space was enormous, filled with floating books, glowing maps, and whispering scrolls. In the middle stood a large desk, and behind it sat a creature with owl eyes and fox ears, wearing glasses. "Welcome," it said, "to the Library of Lost Worlds. I am Keeper Inkpaw. Are these books real?" Zara asked. "They're not just real," said Inkpaw. "They're alive. Each one holds a lost world, but they can only be opened by someone brave, curious, and kind." Zara grinned. "I'm ready." Chapter 3. The First World. The Clockwork Gardening Paw handed Zara a book titled The Clockwork Garden. As soon as she touched it, gears spun. The cover glowed, and Zara was pulled inside. She landed in a strange garden where the trees ticked, flowers spun like fans, and bees wore tiny helmets. "Everything here runs on time," said a talking snail named Taika. "But the heart gear is missing. Without it, time is breaking." Zara offered to help. She followed a trail of broken springs and discovered the heart gear buried under a tree, being guarded by a grumpy squirrel who thought it was a toy. "You can't take it," the squirrel shouted. "But the garden needs it," Zara said kindly. "If you help me return it, I'll find you an even better toy." The squirrel blinked. "Promise." She nodded. Together, they fixed the garden and time flowed again. Chapter 4. Back to the library. As soon as she returned to heart gear, a gentle wind lifted her back into the Lost World's library. Inkpaw clapped his feathered paws. "You solved the first story. Few ever do." Zara beamed. "What's next?" He handed her a book that shimmered like moonlight. Chapter 5. The Island That Forgot Its Name. This time, Zara arrived on a floating island surrounded by clouds. But the island was silent. No laughter, no songs, no names. A sad turtle approached. "We forgot who we are," it said. The name wind stopped blowing, and now even I can't remember my name. Zara explored the island and found an old wind chime stuck in a cave. She freed it and whispered, "Remember us. Remember Joe." The name wind returned, and with it came memory. Trees called out their names. Rivers hummed the tunes. The turtle smiled. "I remember now. I'm Tumbo. Thank you." Zara returned to the library with her heart full. Chapter 6. Trouble in the library. Back in the library, something was wrong. Books were floating in the wrong directions. A dark fog crept across the shelves. Inkpaw looked worried. "Someone is stealing the endings," he said. "Endings?" Zara asked. "Without endings, the worlds collapse. The characters never find peace. We must stop the thief." They followed a trail of missing words to the Book of Broken Wishes, left open on a marble pedestal. From its pages rose a figure made of shadows and forgotten dreams. "Why should stories end?" it growled. "Endings bring goodbyes. I want the stories to go on forever." "But if they never end," Zara said gently, "how will new ones begin?" The creature paused. No one had ever said that before. Zara offered a hand. "Let's write a new ending together." And so they did. The creature smiled, faded into light, and the stories returned to balance. Chapter 7. The Final Book. Inkpaw handed Zara a final book. It had no title, no pages, and no cover. "What is this?" she asked. "Your story," Inkpaw replied. Only you can write it. Zara opened the book. A golden quill floated beside her. She dipped it into her heart where bravery, curiosity, and kindness lived, and she began to write. Chapter 8. Back to the Real World. Zara stepped out of the tiny wooden door just as the rain stopped. She blinked, still holding the quill. The library looked the same, but she had changed. From that day on, Zara told stories to her friends, helped people find their forgotten dreams, and never stopped asking questions. She knew there were more lost worlds waiting, and one day she would return. Moral of the story: your curiosity is your compass. Helping others helps stories grow. Every ending is a chance for a new beginning. You are the author of your own journey.